Hi everybody, it's Jill Blanchette. I'm here with the Farmhouse Florals Paper Pumpkin Kit from August. And I am not sure about you, but I am struggling big time with this kit. It is so pretty that I'm just struggling to find options of cards to make that don't use a lot of extras and are still, not too crazy over the top for designed so that everybody that can make it, that you don't need a whole craft room full of stuff. A lot of Paper Pumpkin subscribers just get Paper Pumpkin, and so I try to help you do what you could do with what you got. So anyway, here's my first card that I came up with, and it's going to use this little piece from the kit. This is going to go on the inside. This is the card that it's supposed to go on, but I cut it down for the inside. So you can get two cards from that one or just save that for something else and use a piece of paper for the inside. And I believe that's it. Oh, and we got this little sentiment piece from the kit. So I've got a 8.5 by 5.5 piece of pecan pie, scored at 4 1/4. Go ahead and burnish on your fold. I'm going to glue this piece to the inside, get it out of the way. My cards will probably be all really simple, so shouldn't take too long. Again, the cards are just so neat by themselves that it's just really hard to come up with something without cutting them all up. So then on here, our background is going to be like our focal point. So, well, it's not my focal point, sorry. It's the change up that I'm doing. So I've got a 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 inch piece of basic beige, and we're going to faux leather this, or faux suede. So you're just going to take a bone folder or something with an edge and muscle this paper. Keep pulling away from yourself until it separates. And now I'm not going to make you watch all this. Flip it over and do that. I was just trying to get it to a point that you could see what I'm trying to achieve. Not yet. So I'm going to put you on pause and I'll be back. All right, so this will take a couple minutes to do, a couple minutes of muscling it, but you'll see that it starts to come apart, and you don't want to rush it because you can rip it. It will take a few minutes, but Stampin' Up's paper is the same color all the way through. So this works perfect for our paper. And like I said, you're just going to muscle it and keep dragging your edge across it. I'm kind of turning and pulling because you're breaking down the fibers on the inside. So, all right, I'm going to stop and keep going. All right, hopefully this is going to be all done this time. You can pull it. It's just going to kind of rip, possibly, and make, like right here where I tried earlier, it's just kind of thin right there. But if you don't care about that both sides are usable, go ahead and pull it apart. I should stop and do this the rest of the way. Small pieces are better to do than bigger ones. So we have our choice. I can give this a spot of glue and kind of glue that down because I rushed it. Or we can use this one with a couple holes in it, either way. But because we're going to cover most of that up, but I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on this one and glue that down. We're going to I have pecan pie ink, and I told you this was called the faux suede technique. Let me pull it up so you can kind of see the different look to the paper. It's just, you're seeing the fibers on the inside. So I'm going to just take this ink pad and dab it. I'm putting it down on there very lightly. I'm not pushing hard or anything. I'm just dabbing it. I just want to kind of get the fibers that are sticking up with a little bit of ink on them. Then I'm going to put this into an embossing folder and run it through my embossing machine. I'll be right back. I used an old brick embossing folder, so I ran it through to give this the brick texture to it so that it's going to be like my wall. I'm going to build my window scene up on this wall. So I'm going to put this at the top because it's less darkness coloring, and I can cover it up. So then this, I have the Gallery Blooms. It goes with the Beautiful Blooms designer paper. You can use any kind of paper that you want, and I'm just going to glue that down. This is 5/8 inch wide by 4 1/8, and I'm going to glue this down to the very bottom. And in my mind, I'm trying to make this look like a wall with and then the window will be on the wall. Then in that same pack of paper is a painted looking different shades of brown. So I went with the dark part and I don't think I want that on there yet. Then I have my window, and I just cut this straight across. So I cut this little piece off. You don't have to, but I just cut that little piece off because I want it to kind of sit on my shelf there. This is my countertop, I guess I'm going to call it, and not go over the top. So I'm going to glue this on. Put that down here. And again, you don't have to cut it off if you can get it on there. So then we glue our little window on. Then we're going to glue this like the backsplash piece over the top. This is our definition from the counter and the wall and the counter, and so sometimes we got a little bit of a backsplash or something there. But I left this a little bit of the shadow from the shelf, and yeah, you probably don't need that, but I thought that I liked it. Then I have a W3 Copic marker that I'm going to come in and draw under this to help ground that to my countertop. And I was going to put some flowers on it, but I just wasn't sure. The flower stamps were a little bit big for what I got going here. So now I'm going to glue this on. And we're almost done. I told you they're going to be probably quick and easy because I don't know. I'm just really struggling to try and make these cards into something else. They're just, paper pumpkin kits are getting so nice. All right. If you haven't tried them yet or tried them before, you should try them again because they have come a long way. Then I have that sentiment piece from the kit, and I used Poppy Parade. I probably could have stuck with pecan pie or something that matches the back, but I went with Poppy Parade. Let me get over the top. And then I need a couple little pieces of dimensional to pop that up. You could also use a little piece of this paper to go inside if you want to jazz up the piece on the inside. Then I'm bringing this all the way over to the edge of my brick paper. And then, yes, you could put another piece of paper in here from the kit, or not the kit, the Designer Series paper pack. Put that in there, or stamp something from the stamps on the inside. I'm just leaving mine blank till I decide what I'm going to do with it. So that's my first card. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back with more.